Hi friends, welcome. In the part 1, we have seen how to add constraints at the column label by defining the data types what should go to that particular column. At the same time, we have seen that even in the integer columns, strings have also gone it. And this is as per SQLite manual, it's not a bug and it's a hint only to see that what is the data type to be stored. But it is not a restriction as such. So in that case, how we will restrict that the integer should go to the integer column only, no strings are allowed? We'll learn about that. In addition to that also, we'll learn how we'll put a range of data in our column label. So beyond the range data or outside or the range is not allowed to store in the database. So in similarly, we'll learn also how we will take the data from a given list. So with the options given within the list are only taken to the table and nothing outside is allowed. So before we move, my request is please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified as and when we are adding tutorials. Let's start the script. Visit this page, the URL is available in the description and read all the contents, all the detailed descriptions, codes are available. Scroll down and you will get towards the end, you will get the GitHub link. Click this link, you will be taken to the GitHub page where the entire source code is available. You can download it or read it here. And you can click this open in Colab link and go to the Colab platform. Here you will get the full code. You can run it here directly and download your SQLite database, and each cell also you can run it. And if you want, you can file and you download to your local system a Jupyter notebook, IPy file or .py file, whatever you want, you can download to your local system and run it. We left here in our previous tutorial. So this is the Colab platform, and now let's run all the cells. So we'll be back in our where we left. Imported SQLite 3, then drop table. We are not using it because we are not created. Now let's just create it. The columns with have a basic data types only. There is no constraints added now. So we'll create the table. Let's just see student table created. Fine. Now here are some data. We'll insert it to our table. So this is the query and now we are running it. So this 3 records are added. Now here you can see this is where it is. In a previous video we have seen that this, though it is here it is a string. A is a string here, but here you can see this we are trying to insert it to class ID. The class ID we have declared here it as a integer. Here you can see class ID is a integer, but this data is not supposed to go there. But if you run this data goes inside. So you can, this is the query. Now I am executing it. You can see number of records added 1. Let me just run this and see all the records. You can see also the last record. Here you can see our integer the string has gone to the integer column, which we expect not to happen. But as SQLite says it, this is not a bug. This is a data type. They will allow it. So then the question comes, how will restrict this? So for that purpose, let's just change the structure here a bit. What we are going to do is, here is the class ID. So what you will write it is integer. Now we'll put a check here. Now what check we are going to give is, we are telling typeof. Now inside this, which one we are telling? Class ID. Class ID. Now this is equal to integer. Integer. Okay, the single quotes I can't give. I had to give a double quotes here because my string is in single quotes. Fine. So that is okay. Now I am giving a query here, running this. Now this variable query is there. Now what I will do is I will drop this table because I am creating it. So what I am going to do is run this query. Now I'll create the table again. So student table created it. I dropped the table and created it again. Now this particular constraint is added, class ID. So now if I'll run this one, what will happen? Query is ready. Now this variable is stored. Now let me execute it. So let's execute it. Check constraints failed. Type of class ID is integer. So now I cannot insert a here. I have to go for a integer. So let me just put 5. So now this also you should allow me, or let's see. Yeah, because it can convert it into 5 and put it as an integer. So let's just run this and see what are the data we are having. Okay, because it's a new table, so 5 as I converted it to an integer and allowed it. Now we'll modify this and see that we add a constraint. So the data within a range only will be allowed. So here the age is there. Now this age will add a check. So it is within the range of 5 or 20 years age. In between that only it's allowed. So what you would say is we'll give a name my check 1. Now here I am giving check. Here I am saying age is greater than or equal to 5 and age is less than or equal to 20. So this is that band I am just declaring here. I must, yeah, it is closed. So I must within this band. So what I will do again, now I will, as usual, I will drop this table. Fine. Now create the table again, running this, then I am running this again. So the table is created. Now what I am going to do is, here you just see there is a 20. Okay, let me just come here. Here ID, name, age. Here this age I am putting it 25. So let me just create the query. Okay, here this constraint I am giving it 6. Fine. So this is the only thing is I have crossed the limit. So let me just store the variable, execute it. Check constraint fail, age is 5 and age equal to less than 20. So what it will allow is within this range. So let me just give it 15. Run this. Record added 1. So it is allowed now. Now let's just verify it. Whatever records have gone. Here you can see because we have deleted the table and created it. So one record is there with the age 15. We'll add one more constraint. So the class ID, which is an integer, is taken from a given list only. It cannot take anything data outside the list. So let's just move up here. So class ID, type of it is integer. Now let me just add one more here. My check 2 I will make it. So here I will say, okay, next line I am going. So I have to escape the line break. Coming here. Now class ID constraint. Now I'll say this is for the one my check 2. I am saying 1 is there. So my check 2 check. Now what is check? Now here class ID in. Now within bracket I am writing 1, 2, 3. So whatever class ID I give, it must be within this whatever input I have given. Extend it whatever you want. So 1, 2, 3. So 4 is also not accepted. So let just as usual, let me just drop this one. Dropped it. Create the query again. This is the query is ready. Now execute it. So the table is created. Okay, CL I have done. Check. Now let me run this again. Fine. Let me run this. Student table created. So fine. Now let's come here. Our query is here. Okay. Class ID is 6 now. This is not supposed to be accepted. So let's just run this. Okay. Execute the query. Check constraint failed my check 2, because my check 2 here we have written, yeah, constraint my check 2 is what is we have written is class ID is should be 1, 2 or 3. Now let's give this value as 3. Now let me just run this query. Now let's run this again. So number of records added is 1. So this record has gone. Now let's just run this. Remember we have deleted the table. So 3 has gone. Anything other than 1, 2, 3 will not be accepted. You can extend so you can give some strings also. This class 4, 5, you can write the characters also. Say within this list only the data is accepted. That's all, friends. Hope you have a good learning experience, and in the next session we'll learn about how to add constraints to our date column. So that will be going to be a very interesting one. And if you have any doubts, suggestions, questions, use the comment section below to post it. My request is please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified as and when we are adding new tutorials, and we are frequently doing that also. Please share this with your friends, and thank you for watching.